Hello everybody. Today I have a very fun run that makes use of the Wolverine. Um, I think a lot of competitive players would consider Wolverine possibly the worst pet in the game right now, especially if you're just talking about static packs. Like, there are very, very niche scenarios where you would take it, and even then, all it really does is, like, help the board that you currently have. But, like, if you're in a position where you can take a Wolverine, you're probably already winning in like almost all cases. But this customs run made a little bit more use of Wolverine. Because I just thought, what is a way to get a lot of hurt triggers and to guarantee just lower the health of the entire enemy team? And I thought about this for a while. I was going between like Lamprey and Elephant shenanigans and things like that. Until I was looking, like I was trying to readjust this pack, and I saw Woodpecker, which was a unit that I'd completely forgotten about. Because it's now like a customs exclusive unit, so I thought, why not get Woodpecker to trigger Porcupines? Which then will count for like double the hurt triggers, because the Porcupines will hurt the Woodpecker back. So that's what I went for in this run. You'll see the Porcupines that I get early do incredible work here to get us the win. We win quite a few of the early fights just because of the tempo that we get from double early Porcupine. It's very nice. I take this Flamingo and basically just look for Pill. Because the Ant and Barghest have like enough tempo, I don't really want to swap any of them out right now. The problem is I can't pill before, or I can't reasonably pill before we go into the next turn. Which is not great because ideally I want garlic on as many things as I can. Here, once again, I mean, shout out Porcupine, it's so underrated, as it turns out. We finally pill the Flamingo, and I believe I take this puppy. Yeah, that's right. So we want garlic on the Porcupines so that they take less damage from the Woodpecker. We also want garlic on the Woodpecker so they take less damage from the Porcupines. And also, we notably can't really level up the Porcupines. Because currently they deal 3 damage back to the Woodpecker, 1 if we find garlic. But, like, that's not really gonna be benefited at all from leveling up. Like, that becomes 4 damage all of a sudden, even with garlic. Even if leveling up the Porcupine can get you a triple, it's not actually good. Like, it's so much worse in the long term. So, like, even though I take this Porcupine, I'm basically just treating it like an apple. And then I carry gold into next turn, because next turn we can start finding Crow. Among other things. We faced a couple of dolphins, and yeah, we're pretty close to winning, but we sadly don't win that one. So, I mean, I got this run very quickly after adjusting my pack properly. I think I definitely could get a better run like this to show off the build even more. But I'm honestly happy with how this run went. And I think there's some pretty funny fights included, which is why I included it. I take Rock for a bit more tempo. Just because if this goes too late, this build will just not work. Like, to be able to go late with this build, you have to basically get every single level, and I didn't quite get all of them here. A Sully Ant finally takes Sea Lion. That's just extra health on the Porcupines. They're like never gonna die now, but also the health kind of is tempo immediately because of the Porcupine's effect. So prioritizing health scaling with the Sea Lion is pretty good. Face Flame, who has a sick Anubis level up team. but we're able to counter a lot of the snipes with Porcupine. And we're able to get through. Now we're on 6 wins already. We can't actually win too quickly because then we don't really have time to get levels for the build. Combine and take Zebra. We have to have Garlic on things, so Husky isn't that great. I maybe should have thought about that, to be honest, but here we are. I give some extra stats to the other Porcupine. They both need to be separate, so there's not really any harm in buffing both of them about equally. Because we know that they'll both be part of the final board. Still don't find the woodpecker, but that's okay. I think part of the reason this run could be a lot better is because we found the woodpecker very late. The mana snipes from rock actually save us, and we barely squeak out a draw. Incredible commentary. And we find Lioness. So I take Lioness just for a few turns here. I won't end up keeping it for a massive amount of time. It's just to get some necessary stats onto Woodpecker so that it survives all of the Porcupine hits. Freeze Chocolate and Tofu. Technically another chocolate is better than Tofu, but with only one shop slot, I didn't really want to take the risk. We face Spooky Bench, who has Anubis, Stork, Jackal. Absolutely insane shenanigans happening there. But we're able to draw again. I gotta respect the Jackal, man. It's very cool. Level the rock into a mongoose. And I just decide, surely by the time this TV breaks, I will have found the woodpecker. So I take TV. It'll also scale the porcupines, which is good. And I take the second lioness. We can get a little bit more greedy now. We still have 3 lives at this point, and we're on 6 wins. We face, we face someone who I think might be going for the same idea as me. Ryan Shadow, Golden OFC. And, just watch this. It just keeps going. We have a few more stats on our porcupine, so, we end up winning by quite a lot there. Incredible fight. Anyway, we keep rolling, trying to look for the woodpecker. Find Wolverine first, so I just decide gold efficiency. Let's buy Wolverine and just buy the other 2 foods, so we have chocolate ready to level it next turn. It's not great, but it's manageable. We face, Boo, Leviathan, Boo, Demon Spirit, Lucky Cat, Boo, etc, etc. And, we lose this fight. Go down to 2. We find the woodpecker and chop, finally, which is nice. Level Wolverine. I saw one of the lionesses. Because again, I don't plan to just lioness scale to 50-50 and then, like, win with the slightly unique board that way. That's kind of lame. Yeah, this is the main idea of the build. We face Flame 96 again, who has a Anubis Farmer Crow. Well, this isn't actually level 3 yet. Cool idea. Very cool idea. And I wonder if I can do something with this in the future. Maybe with something like Black Bear. It's an idea for sure. But if we go back to the start of this battle, the woodpecker is going to repeatedly damage the porcupines, and the porcupines will hit it back in retaliation. We'll get a bunch of health removal from this Wolverine. And did we win this fight? I don't actually remember. We do, because extra health reduction on the Wolverine. Everybody say thank you, Wolverine. We just keep trying to level the Wolverine here because it's cool. No other explanation really. We find the level. And I just decided to take Mammoth for now. I'm gonna have like pretty heavy tempo still. And I can pill it for more stats. I still haven't actually seen the garlic for the woodpecker yet. But it is at least surviving the hits, which is nice. We face Mr. Matty Ice, and we just reduce everything to 1 HP. You'll love to see it, even through like the level 3 toilet paper, we just simply do not care. I pill the mammoth. Remember, I still can't level the porcupines, because then it just does extra damage to the woodpecker. But okay. I probably should have just taken the chocolate on woodpecker immediately, so that I could have my food slots open for garlic. But I was kind of worried about tempo at this point, so I put some extra stats here. Turns out it didn't matter, because this guy is a level 3 leopard, almost at 50-50. I mean, we got close. We reduced everything to 1 HP, but we couldn't do much more beyond that. So at this point, honestly, I should have just taken the level on the other Wolverine and just gone level 3 Wolverine, level 2 Wolverine, but my brain was so, like, focused on trying to get this level 2 woodpecker going, and, like, I wanted to try and level it and find garlic in the same turn, and it just didn't end up working, but that's okay. We face Frostwolf Mushroom. We damage ourselves a bunch of times, and the Wolverines reduce a ton of health. More herd triggers to reduce even more health. Everything's at 1 HP. And we win. Turn 16 with this stupid looking board. But, yeah, that's the practical application of Wolverine I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, I have nothing to promote, really. You can subscribe if you want, but I mean, I do this for fun, because it's cool to show off the fun builds of this game. Alright, that's about it for me. Have a wonderful day.